We all know the only way to get better at darts is by practice. So in this one, I'm gonna go over 5 tips that'll help you improve your practice session, which will ultimately help you become a better darts player. The first thing that you should do is set aside a specific time to get in your darts practice. A lot of times, if we just tell ourselves, hey, I need to make sure I get in some darts practice today, sometimes it'll slip our mind and we'll keep procrastinating it. Then before you know it, it's time for bed. If you set aside a specific time to throw darts, you'll make sure that you don't have other things to do during that time, which will better your chances at getting to your dartboard and actually getting in that practice time. The second thing I want you to do is write down your goals for that practice session. A lot of times I'll get to the dartboard and tell myself I want to get in some practice, then I find myself just mindlessly throwing for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then when the end of that time comes, I think to myself, what did I even improve on? And the answer is I improved on nothing because my darts have been terrible lately. So what I've been doing is making goals for myself in my practice. For example, I've been making sure I've been getting in minimum 30 minutes of darts practice lately. So what I'll write down on my practice agenda is that I'm gonna start with 10 minutes of throwing at the triple 20 where I'm focusing on my follow through. Sometimes I'll even set a timer for 10 minutes and I just keep throwing at that triple 20, really focusing on my follow through. After that, I wanna complete 5 games of cricket. So I will close all the cricket numbers 5 times, and then from there I will play 5 games of 501 against myself. Those are 3 separate things that I've been focusing on every single day in my practice, and that takes anywhere from about 20 to 25 minutes. So after that, then I can come up with other goals for the remainder time of my practice session. If I want to work on my doubles, I'll set aside time to play the 170 outs game for 10 minutes. If I want to work on my scoring, I will make a goal that I will not stop practicing until I hit at least 5 180s. Regardless of what your goals are in the practice session, make sure you write them down because it's going to help you stick to it. The third thing that you can do is follow Bullshot Darts because I upload practice challenges on here. And if you go through and look at my past challenges, it'll give you a lot of opportunity for goals in your practice sessions. And moving forward, I'll be uploading more. So if you're having a hard time thinking about what to do in your practice session, those practice challenges that I upload, it will give you something to work for in your practice session. Now, of course, you can come up with your own practice challenges, but if you're struggling to do so, then make sure you check out mine. All right, guys, before we keep going on this list, if you guys are enjoying this video, please make sure to drop it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're new. It really helps out the channel. And if you're interested in getting any Bullshot apparel, make sure you check out the Linktree link down in the description below. All right, guys, let's get into number 4 on this list. And this one is listen to music or watch something on TV during your practice session. This kind of goes along with part 1 of setting aside time and making sure that you're actually getting in that time of practice. Because what you can do is you can throw something on the TV and tell yourself that you're gonna practice darts the whole time during whatever it is that you are watching. So for me, I absolutely love WWE, so whenever I throw it on Hulu, it's always 90 minutes long. So if I tell myself I'm gonna practice during the whole time I'm watching that, I'll be at my dartboard getting in 90 minutes of practice while watching that instead of just sitting on the couch not doing anything. Another thing you can do is with music, you can throw on your favorite album or your favorite playlist and tell yourself that you're gonna practice the whole time while listening to it. That I want it that way. Tell me why. So put something on the TV or music and tell yourself that you're gonna practice the whole time during it. All right, guys, the 5th and final thing here is that give yourself a reward after your practice session. This is gonna help hold you accountable because if there's something that you really want in the day, you can tell yourself that you are not allowed to have that until you have gotten in the amount of time that you wanna practice. So I just talked about watching TV while throwing darts, but let's say there's a movie you really wanna sit down and watch that night. Tell yourself that you are not allowed to sit down and watch it until you've got in a certain amount of practice time on the darts board. Or let's say there's a snack in the freezer that you've been waiting all day to eat. Tell yourself you are not allowed to sit down and eat it until you have gotten in your practice time. You can really think of anything as a reward, anything that you find pleasure in, so it could be movie, music, food, video games. Just tell yourself you're not allowed to reward yourself until you've gotten in that time. All right, guys, that's it for this video. 5 tips to help you improve your practice session. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all in the next one, and shoot well.